Did you make mistakes in the VC funding process? What personal recommendations do you have?
Oh, we did many mistakes, from choosing the wrong person, putting up too high valuations, selling and telling bad stories. So many mistakes along the way, and we had to learn all that. And at the end of the day, you have to make those mistakes to actually find a very good VC with the right story.
What happened during the due diligence in your company? Did it feel like the VC being an intruder to your company?
To us, it was not feeling like an intruder is coming into our company when we were in the due diligence processes with various VCs. For us, it's more a thing that you understand the other side. They want to see whether or not the story you're telling is true or not, and if there's actually some substance behind it. So for us, it was quite clear that there has to be a due diligence. Then they do it in personal. They come into your company. They want to get to know the whole team. They want to see where you are, what you do. And then there's legal and financial due diligence, which goes into much more detail and is quite dry at the end of the day. But you have to go through it, and you have to be honest during the process, from the beginning, from telling the story till the end. Otherwise, it will come up during the due diligence anyway.
How did you come up with a valuation eventually? Did you really apply DCF and multiples, or did the VC just quote a price and you had to take it or leave it?
Coming up with a valuation is always a very sensitive topic. Of course, we had an evaluation in our mind when we approached the first VCs. That was not based on a DCF or any financial method. It was broadly based on what we saw in other markets and other peer-to-peer car sharing businesses being valued at. When we approached the VCs, some of them smiled and said, no way, that's way too high, because they had their sweet spot. And at the end of the day, the VC we actually brought on board, they had a certain investment case, and we kind of had to go with that valuation that they usually invest on. And that's just due to the phase we were in. So we were rather early, so there was no DCF to apply to our financials.
Did you negotiate at all? How did that go? What is your advice on negotiating with a VC?
Negotiating a term sheet can be a rather tough time, in your living or marriage with a venture capitalist. I definitely recommend to negotiate during that time, because the VC will give you a term sheet that most certainly will be in his favor or in the VC's favor. So you should definitely consult a lawyer, somebody who is an experienced entrepreneur, look onto the term sheet with them, and then reconsider how and why you should negotiate that term sheet. So never just accept a term sheet, always have some experts looking on it and then negotiate with the VC.